Purushottam Yoga, and we have read the text 15 in the last session. So we're going to read the verses and then we'll study one or two verses in more detail in this holy auspicious month of Purushottama, the absolute person. So maybe you can recite 4 verses each. My dear father has also joined. Avadvasi Ram Prabhu, thank you. Would you like to आप पढ़ना चाहेंगे आप पहले 4 श्लोक?
ओके। हरे कृष्णा, सभी भक्तों को प्रणाम। अध्याय 15 पुरुषोत्तम योग। श्री भगवानो वाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधःशाखा मश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेद अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रस्थिता तस्य शाखा गुण प्रवृद्धा विषये प्रबाला अधश्च मूलानि नु सन्तु तानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मानुष्यलोके न रूपमस्य तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूल मत्सङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा तथा पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूया त्वमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथा प्रवृत्ति प्रसिता पुराणी।
Very well. Next, anyone else wants to recite next 4 verses? 5. Yes, Shama Karuna Mataji. Ruby Mataji.
After I'm walking, Prabhuji, within 5 minutes I'll be in the house.
Okay.
Then I will.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Harivati Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Text 5, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Nirmanamohajitasanga अध्यात्मनित्यभिनिर्भतकामः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्तः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैर्गच्छन्ति अमूढपदम् अव्ययं तत् न तद्भासयति सूर्यो न शङ्को न तद्भासयति सूर्यो न शङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धर्म परमं मम ममैवंशो जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातन मनः षष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यद् अवाप्नोति यच्चापि उत्कर्मातेश्वरः गृहीत्वा एतानि साम्याति वायुर्गन्धन् इवास्यत्.
Very nice. Anyone else wants to do next 4? Asha Mataji, you want to try?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, let me take my Gujarati book.
Gujarat. If you want Sanskrit, I can open that. You prefer this script?
Hindi, yeah, Hindi is good too. Yeah.
ठीक है. पढ़ो.
श्रोतं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनस्वाय विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुजानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगेन स्वेनं पश्यन्तात्मयवथिसितं यतन्तोऽप्युकृतात्मानो न नेवो पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चान्द्रमसि यच्चाग्रो तत्तेजो वृद्धिमामकम्.
Very nice. Next, anyone else? Next 4 verses.
Hare Krishna.
Very good. Sharma Mataji, Hiral Mataji on track.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I can try.
Yes.
गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारायाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पञ्चाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरह हमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरक्षाक्षर एव च क्षर सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्यन्वन्य परमात्मेत्युदाहतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्य ईश्वरः
Anyone else wants to recite last 3 verses? Yes, Mata.
यस्माक्षरम् अतितोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः ये मामेवम् असम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् सुतकृत्यश्च भारत
Om Tat Sat Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottam Yogo Nama Pancho Dasham Adhyayaha. Hare Krishna. So we just recited this chapter 15. Now we have studied till text 15. So we'll study from text 16 onwards. Quick recap. First, HOME is the acronym, the essence, the summary of the chapter 15, home or hotel. The upside down banyan tree. The reflection represents hotel, which is material world, but the real home is spiritual world. And we keep jumping from one branch to the other, on and on, over and over again. And we then discuss about Krishna. He's the fire of digestion. He is the light of the sun. He is the one who gives knowledge, forgetfulness, remembrance. In short, he is the M of maintainer. And now the last few verses, we talk about the essence of Gita from text 16. Yes, Radha Mataji, you want to read this, or Rama?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Okay, Shri please.
In case if he wants to read, it's okay, Prabhuji. That boy.
You can read and he can read.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Then let's to all the devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All glories to Prabhupada. Dvau imau purushau loke ksharascha eva cha kshara sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate. Translation and purport by Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. There are two classes of beings, the fallible and infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. Purport. As already explained, the Lord in his incarnation as Vyasadeva compiled the Vedanta Sutra. Here the Lord is giving in summary the contents of the Vedanta Sutra. He says that the living entities who are innumerable can be divided into two classes, the fallible and the infallible. The living entities are eternally separated parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When they are in contact with the material world, they are called Jiva Bhuta. And the Sanskrit words given here, Ikshara Sarvani Bhutani, means that they are fallible. Those who are in oneness with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, are called infallible. Oneness does not mean that they have no individuality, but that there is no disunity. They are all agreeable to the purpose of the creation. Of course, in the spiritual world, there is no such thing as creation. But since the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as stated in the Vedanta Sutra, is the source of all emanations, that conception is explained.
Nice.
Hare
Anyone
Krishna.
else wants to read last paragraph?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I can continue, Prabhu.
Yes.
According to the statement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, there are two classes of living entities. The Vedas give evidence of this, so there is no doubt about it. The living entities who are struggling in this world with the mind and five senses have their material bodies, which are changing as long as a living entity is conditioned. His body changes due to contact with matter, matter is changing, so the living entity appears to be changing. But in the spiritual world, the body is not made of matter. Therefore, there is no change. In the material world, the living entity undergoes six changes: birth, growth, duration, reproduction, then dwindling and vanishing. These are the changes of the material body. But in the spiritual world, the body does not change. There is no old age, there is no birth, there is no death. They all exist in oneness. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani. Any living entity who has come in contact with matter, beginning from the first created being Brahma down to a small ant, is changing its body. Therefore, they are all infallible. In the spiritual world, however, they are always liberated in oneness. Hare Krishna.
We go. Opening. Okay. So we are at text 16. Any suitable title for this? Can someone think of a suitable title?
Kshara, Akshara, fallible, infallible.
So two kinds of living entities, right? Kshara and Akshara. Let's share some thoughts. Anyone wants to share what we just heard in the purport?
Two kinds of living entities, Akshara and Akshara, fallible and infallible.
Okay, yes. So Shara means what? Fallible or infallible?
Akshara means fallible.
Fallible. Okay, so what does the word fallible mean?
Uh,
What does that mean? Maybe let's do deeper research, right? Fallible meaning. Capable of making mistakes or being wrong. What do you think? Does it apply for us? Human beings, human nature, systems.
हरे कृष्णा
Yes.
हिंदी में
हाँ, बताओ।
पॉलिबल मीन मतलब जो जीव यहाँ पृथ्वी में रहते हैं तो मतलब जो इसमें मतलब जो भगवान के धाम में नहीं रहते तो वो जो है फॉलेबल है मतलब क्या है कि उनका शरीर क्या है वो 5 तत्वों से बना होता है। तो जैसे जल, वायु, पृथ्वी, आकाश, तो ये 5 तत्व हैं। अग्नि, और उनके साथ क्या है, मन, बुद्धि और अहंकार। तो मतलब जैसे जैसे वो कर्म करते हैं तो वो मतलब अपवर्ड भी हो सकते हैं और डाउनवर्ड भी हो सकते हैं। तो मतलब उनकी पोजीशन जो है मतलब सेम नहीं रहती, मतलब चेंजेबल है। तो फॉल भी हो सकता है उनका, मतलब शरीर तो फॉल होता ही है, लेकिन जो भगवान के धाम में अक्षर, तो वो क्या है, भगवान के परमानेंट। भगवान जैसे बताते हैं, न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावका यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमम्। तो जो एक बारी वहां पर पहुंच जाता है भगवान के धाम में, तो फिर उसकी सिचुएशन जो है वो अक्षर हो जाती है, वो अनफॉलेबल हो जाती है। तो उसको, उनका जो है शरीर भी क्या है, सच्चिदानंद है। तो ना तो वहां पर जैसे कि जन्म होता है, ना मृत्यु होती है, और ना ही उनकी जो है एक शाश्वत, मतलब वो एक मतलब अनफॉलेबल पोजीशन में पहुंच जाते हैं। हरे कृष्ण।
बहुत सुंदर। क्षरः and akshara. Did everyone catch that, most of it? Or so body made up of 5 elements: earth, water. Aksharaha, their body is Sachidananda. What are the other differences? They keep moving in cycle of birth and death, right? Till they get shelter of a bona fide spiritual master in the bhakti process. And what about Akshara? They are eternally united with, they are united with the Lord. United means they are servant, pure devotees, in short, servants of Krishna. Prabhupada explained this meaning. United does not mean one with the Lord, but rather in the spiritual world, their body is not made up of matter. Therefore, there is no change. Where is the united word come? There is no disunity. They are all agreeable to the purpose of creation. So that is the main thing, that they have willingly taken shelter of the Supreme Lord. Body goes through 6 changes. What are the 6 changes? In the Shara, what are the 6 changes we just read? Anyone?
Birth, growth,
Hmm.
reproduction, death, decline, death.
Old age. Birth, growth, duration, reproduction, dwindling, and vanishing. So, old age basically, and then ultimately death. So these are the 6 changes, but these are the changes to the material body. In spiritual world, there is no material body. Everything is spiritual. So this verse is good to understand through this kind of table, the difference between the two kind of. What do you think? Can Shara become Akshara? What do you say?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes. How?
By process of bhakti
Yes.
of Lord Krishna.
When we take to the pure devotional service, we also have hope to become pure devotees. Prabhupada wanted every devotee in ISKCON to become a pure devotee. That's why we are here. So we don't have to come back to this repeated changes, cycle of birth and death. Okay. So let's see. Dvau imau purusha loke. There are 2 kinds of being, Shara and Akshara. Shara cha akshara. Shara chakshara eva cha. Shara sarvani bhutani. So what are the two kind of being? One is Shara, one is Akshara. We just discuss in detail what does Shara mean, what does Akshara mean. Shara sarvani bhutani. All the living beings in this world means material world, are fallible or Shara. That's why we say fallen souls, Baddha Jiva. Kuto Kutostho Akshara Uchyate. And in the spiritual world, every living being is infallible. Kutastha. So what does Kutastha mean? Let's see this word, Kuta. What happened here? So one is basically situated in oneness with the Supreme Lord. Kutastha Akshara Uchyate. Usko Akshara bolte. This is not the right. Anyways. So easy words. Dvau imau purusho loke sharas chakshara evacha. So what is Shara? All the material, beings in the material world practically, except for pure devotees, they are anywhere they are always liberated. And Akshara are those who are situated in oneness with the Supreme, not oneness of like impersonal liberation, but oneness means they are situated in the alignment in the purpose of the Lord. For example, Prabhupada gives this example of bolt or a nut bolt. A nut is very tiny, maybe 10 cents, maybe 5 cents, is it not? On its own line, it has very little value. But when the same nut is united with a part of a bigger machinery, a complex machinery, that nut has a very important purpose. Without that nut, the whole machine can basically collapse. So when we are united with the purpose of the Lord, that is our success. So in short, these are the two kinds of beings Krishna is explaining and encouraging us. This whole contrast about material and spiritual world, and here the contrast is about the entities in the material world and the spiritual world. Any thoughts, questions, comments here? Any other
Hare Krishna
difference?
Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes, Mata.
So in this world, the material body is called Kshara. The soul is the Akshara, right, Prabhu? So together we can say like that, Kshara and Akshara.
The material body you said is Shara.
And the soul is Akshara because it's eternal and Satchidananda.
Generally we refer, so think about how do we address Baddha Jiva, right? And these are Mukta Jivas, right? So we are referring to now you may say, well, Jiva is soul. How can soul be Baddha, right? But is bound by this ropes of attachment. If one has the understanding that I am the soul, then they are basically already half liberated. And then they work upon that and then they become Mukta or liberated or Akshara. Does that help? So it's a common parlance in they say, okay, Baddha Jiva, Shara Jiva. It's not literally referring to the soul, because soul is, like for example, we say, oh, I'm suffering, right, in this material world. So it's not that we're referring to that, oh, my soul is suffering. Does that help?
Yes, Prabhu. Mainly it's talking about the two different living entities. So it's completely okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
So Baddha Jiva are also called conditioned beings, right? And Mukta Jivas are liberated beings who are liberated. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. What else? Any other thoughts, comments, or contrasting points with Shara and Akshara? I hope this table helps to kind of get a summary and remember better.
Prabhuji, the point one can be Akshara from Akshara with his bhakti. That is the most important point, Prabhuji, that is talking. Pure bhakti.
Very nice. Excellent point. So let me write that since it's an important point. So your bhakti yoga process or devotional service is path from Shara to Akshara. Every saint had a past, every sinner has a future. No one is like in some religions, they say, oh, you are eternally doomed to hell. No, never. Krishna, how can a father be so unkind and say eternally, no matter how much the child may mistake, the father will punish, the mother will punish, but no, so you eternally go to hell. No. You will get mistakes of your karma, but of the results of your actions, mistakes, but you'll get chance again. The human life is that chance, is that platform. Any other comments, thoughts? Okay, let's see. It's next verse. Small verse, so let's read that. Anyone who has not read today? Text 17.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Rama can read.
Yes.
Uttama Purushottam Paramatma Dharata Yo Loka Chayama Vishya Bhivarti Avyavya Ishvara.
Excellent.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Besides these two, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. Purport. The idea of this verse is very nicely expressed in the Katha Upanishad 2.2.13 and the Svetasvaratara Upanishad 6.13. It is clearly stated that above the innumerable living entities, some of whom are conditioned and some of whom are liberated, there is a Supreme Personality, who is Paramatma. The Upanishadic verse runs as follows: Nityanam Chetanas Nityanam Chetananam. The purport is amongst all living entities, both conditioned and liberated. There is one supreme living personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who maintains them and gives them all the facility of enjoyment according to different work. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. A wise man who can understand him is eligible to attain perfect peace, not others.
Very nice. Good job. So next verse now, 15.17. What's the one-liner for this? What is being discussed in this text? It's the title of the chapter, hint. The Supreme Person, right? Purushottama, is it not? Uttama Purusha or Purushottama, that's how the verse begins. Who is above these two? Which two?
Fallible and infallible.
Excellent. Shara and Akshara, fallible and infallible. Okay. So he is above the two, fallible and infallible. What else we read or heard in this text? What else we read in the purport translation?
He takes care of the three worlds.
He takes care of the three worlds. Okay. What else? Basically, he's a supreme caretaker, we can say, maintainer. Okay, three worlds means, what are the three worlds? What do we say? What does it mean by three worlds? What is three worlds?
Prabhuji, is it the Swargaloka and Bhuloka and the hellish planet?
Okay, so basically lower planets, middle planets, and upper planets, right? That's sometimes the world is like 14 planetary systems, right? We all know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Earth, Bhuloka is in the middle. Bhu, Bhavar, Mahar, Jana, Tapa, Satya. Atala, Vitala, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, Patal. So in common language, the middle planets are referred as middle planetary systems, upper planetary systems, lower planetary systems. So 1, 2, 3. Tino lok, 3 lok, upper, lower, middle. That's three world. Okay. What else we read? He is imperishable Lord himself. Now, an interesting thing, if you note here, Purushottam, 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 Purushottam. Did you notice that? Did you make that observation? Text 17, 18, 19, all three have the word Purushottama. Text 17, 18, 19, all have the word Purushottama. So at least we know one verse or one word of all these three verses. Now, Purush, Uttama, Purusha. It's arranged differently, but it's the same thing. The best person or the best personality. Tab Anyah Paramatmiti Udahritaha. He's the greatest living personality. Yo loko trayam avishya. Trayam avishya. Who has entered in these three worlds. Bibharti Avyaya Ishwaraha. And he is the Bharta. Bhartu. Bharta is not Pengan ka Bharta. Bharta here means one who provides, one who maintains. Avyaya is inexhaustible. Ishwaraha, so he's the provider, he's inexhaustible, and he's the Lord, the Master. Of whom? Of the three worlds. Yo lokam. So he enters into the three worlds. He maintains these three worlds. He's inexhaustible, and he's the Supreme Lord. Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitaranam. So he is the cause of all causes. And he is the master of both liberated and conditioned soul. But the Jiva and liberated souls are who? Mukta Jivas. Seated in Paramatma. Give a verse. Is in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Can anyone quote a verse? Prove it from Gita.
Yes, from 15:15 yesterday we read Sarvasya Chaham for this unfinished.
Yes, very nice. I'm seated in everyone's heart. We just read yesterday only. And there's a verse in chapter 18 also. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshya Tishtati. A wise man can understand him. Who can understand him is eligible for perfect peace. So Bhakti Yoga process is taken by those who are intelligent, because unintelligent people cannot understand him. Unintelligent not by doing PhD means intelligence, or getting degree from Harvard or IIT is intelligence. No, not that intelligence. Intelligence here means bhakti. Because we know from literal, like analytical understanding is not the point here. The point is the desire to learn from bona fide spiritual master, understand what is the purpose of life. They can understand him, they can know him, they can serve him, they can express love. And of course, they get supreme happiness, peace, not anyone else. Until one connects with Krishna, one will not be happy. We are not saying because we are into ISKCON, we are saying this because this is the Lord's message. We are not some fanatics that, hey, if you are come to ISKCON, then only you will be happy. No. If you connect with Krishna, then you will be happy. Not because we are fanatics, but because this is the essence of all scriptures. Or a bona fide form of the Lord, at least, or some bona fide way connection, directly or indirectly. Krishna gives multiple options. Gita is not saying do only this. It says, if you can't do this, do this. Can't do this, do this. Can't do this, do this. So much variety. Any other thoughts, comments, questions? So in all three verses, text 17, 18, 19, what's the common word?
Purushottam.
Purushottam.
Purushottam. Easy to remember because that's the title of the chapter and the month also. Okay. Today is Thursday. Okay. Maybe we'll do 18th tomorrow. Let's recite quickly the two verses from the Purushottam month special. पिताजी आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं इस श्लोक के बारे में या कुछ? 17 श्लोक संख्या 17 के बारे में. ठीक है.
हरे कृष्ण.
जी बाबा.
एक
श्लोक 16 या 17 के बारे में कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं तो चैट करना. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
इसमें जीव दो प्रकार के होते हैं, च्युत तथा जैसे अच्युत. तो जैसे कि हमने अभी पहले पढ़ा खर और अक्षर. और भौतिक जगत में प्रत्येक जीव, मतलब ये तो हमने पढ़ चुके हैं कि मतलब एक खर होता है और आध्यात्मिक जगत में अक्षर होता है. तो लेकिन इसमें जो ये 17 श्लोक में है, तो इसके अतिरिक्त एक परम पुरुष परमात्मा, जिस सुप्रीम हेड ऑफ गॉड हेड, तो मतलब जिसको मतलब परमात्मा, भगवान या श्री कृष्ण कह सकते हैं, साक्षात अविनाशी भगवान है, और जो तीनों लोकों में प्रवेश करके सबका पालन करते हैं. तो मतलब बेसिकली क्या है, जैसे कि भगवान आगे के श्लोकों में बताते हैं कि ये जो सूर्य और चंद्रमा है, ये जो क्या है, जो इनके अंदर जो तेज है, तो वो क्या है, वो भी मेरा ही तेज है. यदादित्य गतम तेजो जगत भाषयते खिलम ये चंद्रमसी चागनो तत्तेजो विधिमांकम. और एक जो कुछ भी है, जैसे कि एक माला है, तो उसमें क्या है, उसका फाउंडेशन जो क्या है, धागा है। तो अगर वो धागा नहीं हो तो मतलब उस माला का कोई अस्तित्व ही नहीं रहेगा। तो इस तरीके से जो भी क्रिएशन है, इट इज ओनली ड्यू टू मतलब सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड। एंड अगर वो उनकी शक्ति से ही जो जितने सारे ब्रह्मांड वगैरह जो है वो चल रहे हैं, जो जिनको हम परमात्मा कह रहे हैं, भगवान कह रहे हैं, कृष्ण कह रहे हैं, तो वो है उनकी शक्ति से ही। जैसे मता परतरम नान्य दस्ती धनंजय मई सर्वमिदम प्रोत्तम सूत्रे मणिग्रह। तो सारा कुछ जो है उनकी शक्ति से ही चलायमान है। जैसे जो सूर्य का तेज है या चंद्रमा का तेज है, अगर हम देखिए इस ब्रह्मांड का जो है, जो अगर इसमें सूर्य नहीं हो तो क्या हमारा अस्तित्व होगा? तो इसी तरीके से जो कुछ भी हो रहा है सब कुछ जो है उन्हीं के कारण हो सकता है। और वही जो है तीनों लोकों में प्रवेश करके इस सृष्टि को जो है मतलब जो है उसका जो है पालन कर रहे हैं। हरे कृष्णा। जैसे कि ऑक्सीजन है वो भी हमारे को कहाँ से मिलती है? नेचर से मिलती है। और या जो सनलाइट है वो नेचर से मिलती है, बारिश है नेचर से हो रही है। तो ये नेचर क्या है? तो जैसे कि नेचर क्या है, ये भगवान की प्रकृति है। तो जैसे कि कहते हैं कि देवी है ऐशा गुणमयी मम माया दृत्य, तो भगवान की जो ये प्रकृति है, तो ये जो नेचर है किसकी है? भगवान की है। हम सोचते हैं जैसे कई कुछ जैसे जो नास्तिकवाद होते हैं तो ये तो कह रहे हैं भगवान भगवान कुछ नहीं है, ये तो सब कुछ नेचर से हो रहा है। पर लेकिन उनको ये समझ में आता है ये नेचर जो है ये किसके द्वारा क्रिएट की गई है? तो ये प्रकृति भगवान की है। तो इसलिए हमें समझना चाहिए कि हम भगवान की ही कृपा के कारण जो हमारा जो अस्तित्व है उन्हीं के कारण है। और भगवान ने जितने भी ग्रह हैं जो सारे जो अपनी अपनी कक्षा में घूम रहे हैं, और इवन जैसे जुपिटर है, तो जुपिटर क्या है, एक तरह से एक उनने एक गार्ड बना रखा है कि मतलब कोई भी जैसे कोई उल्का पिंड वगैरह कुछ गिरता है तो ये एक उसकी जो ग्रेविटी है वो मतलब पृथ्वी से कई गुना ज्यादा है। तो एकदम कुछ भी वहां पर गिरता है जो कि पूरी पृथ्वी को समाप्त कर सकता है या कुछ पार्ट समाप्त कर सकता है, तो उसको क्या है कि वो अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करके तो खींच लेता है, जिससे वो भी उसी के अंदर घूमने, क्योंकि वो ठोस नहीं है, गैसों का एक गुबार है। तो इस तरीके से भगवान ने सारा कुछ जो है सिस्टमेटिक व्यवस्था की हुई है, और ये जो ताकि जो है हमारा लालन पालन ठीक हो सके। हरे कृष्ण। और हमारी सुरक्षा की भी उन्होंने वो किया हुआ।
जय हरि बोल। बहुत अच्छा। ठीक है, so we'll read 2 verses special for the Purushottam month. Maybe 2 devotees can read the verse and the English as well. Anyone wants to read?
Rama want to recite Rama.
गोविन्दं
वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमेषानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघ्नाश्यां त्रिभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं सारदं पुरुषोत्तमम्.
Very nice. English, anyone wants to recite? Read the English. I worship the lifter of Govardhan Hill, who has the beautiful form of a cowherd boy and who continually plays with the Gopas. He is the Lord of Gokula, wherein every day is a festival. So nice. Very nice verse. Please try to memorize this if possible. So many direct names of Krishna are coming here. Govardhana Dhari, Govardhanam Dhar Vande, I offer my pranam. Gopala, Goparupinam, Gokula Utsava was like a festival in Gokul. Ishanam, Govindam, Gopika Priyam. So go, the power of go. So we should try to memorize this. I offer my obeisance to Navaghana Shama. What does Navaghana Shama mean? What does Nava mean? Nava.
Is it 9, Prabhuji?
Yes.
That's
New.
New. I
New.
mean fresh rain
Yes,
cloud.
fresh, new, fresh, correct. Ghana,
Cloud. Megha.
Megha, yes. Shama, dark,
Blackish.
blackish. So I hope everyone has seen dark, fresh clouds just about to pour rain. How are they? That's Krishna's color. In the Chaurashtakam also we sing this. Who knows? Who knows the Chaurashtakam?
Vraje prasidam navanita chora.
So what's in this connection? He has
Yes,
stolen the color of fresh monsoon cloud.
Navambuda shamala kanti chora.
Nav ambuda shamala kanti choram. Unki kanti chura li. Like a poetic way of telling Krishna looks like the color of a freshly monsoon cloud, fresh rain cloud. Dvi bhujam. Dvi means two. Bhuja, bhujai, hands. Murli dharam. He holds murli or flute. Pitam. Pita. Pita means what?
Yellow color.
It's a yellow dress.
Yes, Pitambara Dharam. Dharan kiya hai. What? Yellow dress.
Yes.
Devam. Sa Radham Purushottamam. Purushottam again coming here. So this also again is a beautiful verse. Any last comments before we stop for today?
Prabhuji, can you post that in the WhatsApp, these two?
Sure. Yeah, do that.
I know the first one that Govardhanam Dharam Vande, but the second one I wanted also.
For sure, Mata. If you bless me, then I'll post it. Okay, thank you so much. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samveta Gaur Muktanand ki jai, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Sindhu
Kripasindhubhyo
Devata Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Antakoti Vaishnavata ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.